This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 474, Pickles. Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis, and this is a show about fitness, diet, and medicine. My goal is to live a long, healthy, happy life right up to the very end. It's all about living long and loving life. So, we have a long life ahead of us, so let's get started. A few episodes ago, I mentioned pickles, episode 444. I'll play that clip for you now.
I hadn't had a really good pickle in a long time. You guys like pickles? Put something in the comments today. I don't know why I was thinking that. Sometimes your brain acts in weird ways and just reminds you of the flavor of something. That's what I had. Flavor of a spicy pickle. I used to like those Clausen pickles they keep in the cooler section of the grocery store. Ate those for a while. Probably the best pickles I ever had. I was visiting this family, had us out for dinner, and a lot of the people in this town had gardens, and they would can their stuff, and and they'd eat it during the winter. This particular guy had this spicy pickles, I wish I had the recipe, not that I would be able to make it, but delicious, very spicy, homemade pickles. And I can't see anything wrong with pickles health-wise. Certainly a vegetable, a low-calorie food. May lose some of its nutritional value in the pickling process, but do a whole episode on pickles. Healthy, tasty snack, or garnish, or side. A lot of places they give you a pickle for free. Seem to do that at catfish places or delis. If you go to like a real traditional deli and order a sandwich, they'll give you a pickle with that. Sometimes you have to pay for it. But I remember I had one of those in Annapolis when I was there. Chicken Ruth's Deli. Chick and Ruth.
So here it is, the episode on pickles. We're going to go through the definition of a pickle, the history of pickles, the health and diet aspects of it, production, varieties. I don't know. We're going pickle crazy today, and I don't care if they take me away in a straitjacket. I'm going to talk about pickles. What is a pickle? What is a pickle exactly, precisely? According to Webster's dictionary, Merriam-Webster.com to be exact, a pickle can be several things. 1, a solution or bath for preserving or cleaning, such as A, a brine or vinegar solution in which foods are preserved. B, any of various baths used in industrial cleaning or processing. Number 2, a difficult situation. For example, this quote from Robert Louis Stevenson. I could see no way out of the pickle I was in. Number 3, an article of food that has been preserved in brine or vinegar, specifically a cucumber that has been so preserved. In Scotland, a pickle can also mean a small quantity of something. In fact, the phrase "in a pickle" from the second definition is attributed to William Shakespeare. It first appeared in his play The Tempest in Act 5, Scene 1, in which the character Trinculo says, "I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last." In the 16th and 17th century, the term pickle referred to a salty or briny solution used for preserving food. So being in a pickle, metaphorically, meant being in a difficult or troublesome situation, much like being steeped in something unpleasant. I generally just think about the pickled cucumber. But apparently, that's no limit on the vast scope of pickledom. It can be anything. Eggs, peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, that old saying. Well, how could they be pickled if he's just now picking them? Doesn't make any sense. It's a senseless saying. So let's talk about the history of the pickle. Sometime years ago, people started pickling things. Why? Well, pickling is actually one of the oldest methods of food preservation, dating back over 4,000 years. The earliest evidence comes from Mesopotamia around 2400 BC, where cucumbers from India were preserved in brine. And pickles were a huge part of the history of the world. In ancient Egypt, pickles were eaten by workers building the pyramids for nutrition and preservation. In Greece and Rome, pickles were considered a delicacy. Even Cleopatra reportedly credited pickles for her beauty. Did you hear that, ladies? Pickles make you more beautiful. Who'd have thought? In medieval times, pickling became essential in Europe for preserving vegetables through the harsh winters. This time in the 1300s, there was a period known as the Little Ice Age, when bodies of water were frozen for months and entire cities were buried in snow, and starvation was truly a thing. So you can see the importance of preserving food. Moving on to modern times, in the 16th century, pickles came to America, north and south, with the European explorers. By the 19th century, commercial pickling grew with the rise of glass jars and vinegar-based recipes. Today, pickling includes fermentation-based methods like traditional dill pickles and quick vinegar pickles spanning global cuisines. When I go to the store, I see two major brands, Mount Olive and Vlasic. The Mount Olive Pickle Company was founded in 1926. It started in Mount Olive, North Carolina as a small brining operation. It then grew into the largest independent pickle company in the U.S., producing over 110 million jars annually. It is still family-oriented, whatever that means, and still headquartered in the town of Mount Olive in North Carolina. Vlasic was founded in 1933 and began as a family dairy business in Detroit before shifting to pickles. The company became famous for its glass-packed pickles and the iconic Vlasic stork mascot introduced in 1974. Today, it's one of the most recognized pickle brands and is owned by ConAgra. Let's talk about the science of pickling. Pickling is a method of preserving food by immersing it in an acidic solution, like vinegar, or through the fermentation that produces acid, usually lactic acid. This creates an environment where harmful bacteria can't thrive. The two main types of pickling are vinegar pickling, or quick pickles, and fermentation pickling, aka traditional pickling. Vinegar pickling uses acetic acid from vinegar. Acid lowers the pH to around 4.6 or below, which inhibits spoilage microbes. It's often combined with salt and spices for flavor. Fermentation pickling uses salt brine to encourage beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus to convert sugars into lactic acid. This naturally lowers pH and creates probiotics. Now, if you want to know more about probiotics, look at episode 423, which you can access in audio and video form at runningafever.com/423. The science behind these methods includes 1. pH control. Acidic environments prevent pathogenic bacteria like Clostridium botulinum from growing. 2. Osmosis and salt. Salt draws water out of the food and microbes, dehydrating those pesky, harmful organisms. 3. Microbial competition. In fermentation, good bacteria outcompete bad ones, producing lactic acid and preserving the food. Why does this work? Low pH plus high salt equals a hostile environment for spoilage organisms. Anaerobic conditions, no oxygen, and brine further protect against unwanted microbes. Okay, this is a diet department episode, so let's talk about a diet of pickles. Okay, we've got our pickles. Should we eat them or not? Pickles can be both beneficial and detrimental to your health, depending on how often and what type you eat. Here's a breakdown. Here are the health benefits. 1, most pickles are very low in calories and fat, making them a light snack option. 2, pickles are a source of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin K, which is important for bone health and blood clotting, vitamin A, vision and immune support, and small amounts of calcium, potassium, and vitamin C. 3, cucumbers and some spices in pickles contain antioxidants like beta-carotene, which may help reduce risk of chronic diseases. Number 4, fermented pickles have probiotics. Naturally fermented pickles, not vinegar-based, contain beneficial bacteria that support gut health and digestion. Number 5, electrolyte replenishment. Pickle juice can help restore electrolytes after exercise and may relieve muscle cramps. What about the health risks? Here they are. Number 1, very high sodium. A single large dill pickle can have over 2/3 of your daily sodium limit. Excess sodium can A, increase blood pressure, B, worsen heart disease risk, and C, cause water retention and kidney strain. Number 2, there is sugar in sweet pickles. Sweet varieties often contain added sugar, which can contribute to weight gain and blood sugar spikes. Number 3, potential gut irritation. Eating pickles daily may irritate the gut lining and worsen conditions like edema or kidney dysfunction in sensitive individuals. Number 4, cancer risk due to high salt diet. Diets high in salted, preserved foods have been linked to increased stomach cancer risk in some studies. For a ton more info, go to the blog post at runningafever.com/474 to find links to the Cleveland Clinic, WebMD, and others. So what's the bottom line? Occasional pickles are fine. They add flavor and some nutrients, but daily or large amounts are risky, especially for those with high blood pressure, kidney issues, or heart disease. The best choice? Naturally fermented pickles with reduced salt, eaten in moderation. They are delicious, but don't overdo it. As I said, there are some references in the blog post, so check that out to learn more. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this episode enlightening. Remember, if you got the fever, keep it burning. If you don't, catch the fever. And I will talk to you next time on Running a Fever.